Howdy, everyone. You see Mike Weasner and Chuck's there, and Harold Block. Scott, you're the best filler inner. I'll do my best here. Actually, we have a lot of news to go over here. So Jim's Astro, see you there. It's going good. Howdy, Tarek. Well, hello, everybody. This is Scott Roberts from Explore Scientific and the Explore Alliance, and welcome to the 190th episode of the OpenGOTO community. Regretfully, Jerry Hubbell could not be with us here today, but I thought that I would still fill in and give you guys some updates of things that are going on. First off, I want to dedicate a memory to Dan Kaler. Dan Kaler was instrumental in getting Yerkes Observatory off the ground for its public outreach program. He was very much involved in working with the Yerkes 40-inch refractory, gave hundreds of tours, spoke to many, many thousands of people, and was a real inspiration for a lot of us in the field of astronomy and stargazing. So he sadly passed away on Sunday. But I did want to mention him. If you knew of Dan Kaler or want to get in touch with the family somehow, you can reach me at s@explorescientific.com. and I'll be happy to help you. Josh Kovac wants to know, when do media imaging awards go out? I do not know the answer to that at this very moment, but we will get it out this week, Josh. So, and we'll announce that on tomorrow's show. GM's Astro says his scope got fixed. Let's see who else is here. Of course, Mike Weasner. Mike and I spent the weekend doing a site inspection for the second Arizona Dark Sky Star Party. The first one was held at Kartchner Caverns a couple of years ago, with David Levy headlining that particular event. And it was fantastic. We were at Kartchner Caverns. It was dark skies. We had clear nights every night that we were there. We got a tour, an inside tour of the caverns there at Kartchner, which were beautiful and amazing. We had also a tour of Kitt Peak National Observatory, which was very, very cool. This time, the event will be held from September 21st through the 25th. and we will be at Oracle State Park, which is Arizona's first dark sky park. It is about an hour away from Tucson, so it's pretty close to Tucson, Arizona, but it's blocked by Mount Lemmon, and Mount Lemmon keeps it dark there on Saturday night. And I think it was maybe, I mean, Mike can correct me, but I think it was about maybe 8 or 8:30. We were taking light meter readings of the sky that were going down to 21.2. It wasn't even dark yet, okay? And we were seeing the Milky Way that looked like a storm cloud, the Gangenschein, light was, arcing across the sky. It was amazing. Just beautiful to see the stars the way that they are from that park. You're up at about 4,500 feet, so you're above a lot of the Earth's atmosphere, and it makes it very transparent, very dark, and wonderful for deep sky observers, wonderful for astrophotographers. And so that is the location. To be very frank with you, I was quite surprised at how well and how manicured Arizona, or the Oracle State Park, is. They've taken extremely good care of it, and the trails are beautiful and very manicured. It's on a 4,000 acre region, but the areas that we will occupy for the Arizona Dark Sky Star Party will be kind of centralized in and around the historic ranch house that's there. There's a group use area that we will have that's even a little bit darker because it's shielded by trees that go around this whole area where you can go in and park and set up your telescopes. We're kind of setting that aside for astrophotographers who want to do deep sky work. Certainly there's places to do where you can get more of a horizon view with your Dobsonian telescopes. So there'll be places for that. There is other places where, if you're going to do night sky photography, like star trail photography or whatever, you can certainly do that there as well. I had contacted Biosphere 2, which is exactly 10 miles away from Oracle State Park. So it's a short trip. And Biosphere 2 will be the location for where we will broadcast the Global Star Party from the Arizona Dark Sky Star Party. And for those who are lucky enough to get tickets and everything for this, you can stay at Biosphere 2 for the duration. So there's of course a fee associated with that, but how cool is that to stay at Biosphere 2? So we're all looking forward to that. Oh yeah, Mike Weasner says the zodiacal light was very bright. That's right, it wasn't Gangenschein, but still, nevertheless, it was very impressive. And I was not prepared to be as impressed as I was. So I did make a little video mix. It's not completely edited, but I thought I'd go ahead and throw it together a little bit to show you what the location looks like. And then as we go along, we've got night sky photography of the area that we'll share later. But it would be cool to see as many of you that watch Global Star Party and watch these programs to be at this event. So it'll be September 21st through the 25th this year at Oracle State Park. You would probably fly into either Tucson, Arizona, or to Phoenix, depending on what your logistics look like. Unless you're driving all the way in, you would probably most likely rent a car. You're going to have to make reservations if you're going to stay at Biosphere 2. You're going to do that through me, okay? If you are going to camp, of course, you would do that through Oracle State Park. You would pay your day use fees and camp fees and stuff there. We're going to provide areas. We're renting off special areas where you can set up your telescopes, where it would be safe. And, the kind of cool thing too about Oracle is they close the park at about 5 or 6 o'clock at night. And then, you're inside the park. So once you're in, you're going to be staying in, to do astronomy. We will figure out a way to let you out. So if you want to head back to your room at Biosphere 2, or if you're renting a house, you can rent a house or something like that in the little city of Oracle. And then if you're hoteling it, you're probably going to be staying in Catalina, which is about 20 or 30 minutes away. So, but a lot of places to stay, a lot of things to do. You've got birding that you can do there. We'll make sure that we have some birding expertise there. We'll take you on nature walks. Of course, at night, you've got fantastic skies. In town, you've got food options for sure. You could go to a great Mexican restaurant that Mike and I went to. If you're need to get to a watering hole, there's something called the Ore House. Okay, I'll spell that for you. It's O-R-E house in Oracle. And it was I actually stopped by there to check it out. It is pretty nice. And what else can I say? I think that it's great. We did meet with people that are involved with the community, that are connected with musicians, with artists. We did meet also with the Greater Oro Valley Chamber of Commerce. And all of these groups are really embracing this event, and they kind of want to make it a festive event. So, if it all comes off the way I think it will, you're going to be going to an astronomy, festival with astronomy, or an astronomy festival, which will be very cool. We're going to have great speakers. As I mentioned, of course, David Levy will be there, hoping to get Jack Newton there, and a number of other speakers that will either be coming in virtually through our Global Star Party channel, or actually there in person. So, but it should be a lot of fun. We will have astrophotography workshops, and Mike Weasner will be there to give workshops on smartphone astrophotography, which is really becoming quite an amazing thing in itself. Let me show you kind of on the map where Oracle State Park is. Here we go. Share my screen. Here we go. And so you can see where Oracle State Park is. And then, 10.1 miles away is Biosphere 2. So it's very, very close. This is all the area of Oracle itself. You'll drive through the little town of Oracle, which has a, gas station and mini mart. There's a Dollar General store. It is small. Finding a house to rent there, though, will be relatively easy to do if you want. There's a lot of Airbnb, options there. And then, but if you're staying at Biosphere 2, you can see how close that is. If I zoom out a little bit, you're going to see where Catalina is, which is just a little bit further down the road. There are lots of hotel options down here. You can see how Mount Lemmon blocks, Tucson from Oracle. So that's the straight line shot of any kind of light pollution, but Mount Lemmon does a fantastic job of keeping it dark out there. So that's very cool. I don't know, there were so many good aspects about this, and it seems like it's really gelling together quite nicely. So you're definitely going to want to take part in this. I will make an announcement once the web page goes live. But the astronomy part of it is going to be limited engagement. So we're expecting something between maybe 100 to 150 people, something like that, that might do the astronomy part of it. But there could be a much larger audience. If you just want to be there for the festival part of it that will be going on throughout the week, you can definitely do that. We expect to also do a an outreach type of astronomy event during that time as well. So, if you just want to get to where it's clean air, beautiful skies, beautiful location, to see some wildlife, maybe do some birding, that kind of thing, you can definitely take part in this. The lecture part of it will be free to the public. And so whether you're actually there to see it live or you're just going to watch it, online through Global Star Party, the option will be up to you. But let me show you the little mashup that I did, so you can get an idea of what it's like here. I'll play this. So that kind of gives you a little taste of it. I will, as I mentioned, I will in fact be publishing the webpage here very soon. We're just calculating costs of everything at this point, but we hope to have you at the second annual Arizona Dark Sky Star Party. And what other news that would I have for you today? I think that pretty much wraps it up. I did want to mention that the Galileo sale through Explore Scientific finished yesterday. So if you got your order in, then you're in good shape. We're also preparing for the Starmus event, which is in Yerevan, Armenia. We'll be covering that later. But Starmus is going to be an amazing event with tens of thousands of people there. So I'm excited about that. That's also in September, the first part of September. And then we've got a Mount Wilson event that we are planning for the very end of September on the 100-inch telescope. So that will be an even more limited engagement that's limited to like 25 people. So and I think that's all I have to report at this moment. We should have Jerry Hubbell back next week. But until that time, you guys keep looking up. Harold says, I'll order tonight. Yikes. So anyhow, thanks, Harold. We'll see you soon. Take care.